Do you know there are several TV shows from the 90s that flopped like crazy? Some were so bad, they couldn't even get off their first season. One of these one-season failures is Cop Rock. Given its awful premises, Cop Rock is undoubtedly one of the biggest television failures of the 1990s. It's surprising how it even managed to air in the 1990s. The series combines serious police drama, dark humor, and musical performances. Created by Steven Bochco and William Finkelstein, this television series premiered on September 26, 1990. Starring actors like Ann Bobby, David Giannopoulos, and Barbara Bosson, Cop Rock tells the story of police officers and detectives in Los Angeles who try to solve crimes across the city. The plot of the show follows how Captain John Hollander tries to investigate the involvement of Detective Vincent LaRusso in the execution of Tyrone Weeks. The music that was infused into the show made it bad. You can imagine how singing law enforcement officers sound. The show has been ranked on many lists of the worst TV shows ever. It was regarded as a critical and commercial failure and was finally canceled after 11 episodes. Well, unlike Cop Rock, which was generally dubbed a commercial failure, this next one was praised by many, yet it also didn't last more than a season. My So-Called Life is a teen drama series created by the playwright Winnie Holtzman. It aired on ABC from August 25, 1994 to January 26, 1995. The series stars Claire Danes, who plays Angela Chase, a 15-year-old high school student who lives in a fictional suburb of Pittsburgh with her parents Patty and Graham and her little sister Danielle. Angela narrates her own story in each episode, where she talks about her trials and tribulations as she deals with guys, friends, parents, and school. My So-Called Life talked about major social issues of the mid-1990s, which included adultery, child abuse, drug use, teenage alcoholism, homelessness, homophobia, school violence, and censorship. The show was a success. It became a cult classic and has been frequently cited as one of the best teen dramas of all time by several publications, including Entertainment Weekly, Time, TV Guide, Rolling Stone, and The Atlantic. Despite being praised for its realistic portrayal of teenage life, ABC officially canceled the show after 19 episodes on May 15, 1995, due to low ratings. You may remember watching this next one as a teenager in the 90s, Saved by the Bell, The College Years. Saved by the Bell, The College Years is an American television sitcom that aired on NBC from May 1993 to February 1994. It was the third phase of the Saved by the Bell franchise and a sequel to the original show. Shortly after the original show ended, a Saturday morning spin-off called Saved by the Bell, The New Class, and a primetime sequel called Saved by the Bell, The College Years were released. The series introduced us to 6 characters living in the dorms at the fictitious California University and the troubles they get into every week. The first-year dorm residents are Zach Morris, Screech Powers, AC Slater, Kelly Kapowski, Leslie Burke, and Alex Tabor. Moving Saved by the Bell, The College Years to primetime turned out to be a bad idea. The content wasn't mature enough, and it could have easily aired on Saturday mornings instead of the evening hours that it was postponed to. However, the real problem was NBC's decision to pit it against ABC's hit show, Full House. With Full House ranking 16th in the ratings, Saved by the Bell, The College Years struggled, landing 88th. While The New Class lasted quite a while, The College Years met an early demise, primarily due to low ratings. The show was canceled after 19 episodes, but fans got a follow-up TV movie finale, Wedding in Las Vegas, that finally saw Zach and Kelly get married. Number 7, we have another teen series show, Malibu Shores. Malibu Shores is an American primetime soap opera that aired on NBC at 8 o'clock p.m. on Saturdays from March to June 1996 for 10 episodes. It was created by Aaron Spelling. Do you remember the plot? The show revolves around 2 different lifestyles that clash repeatedly, the wealthy Malibu crowd and the more working-class gang of the Valley. Zach, a working-class kid from the San Fernando Valley, meets Chloe, a girl from wealthy Malibu Shores. They immediately fall in love, even though no one except them thinks the relationship will work. An earthquake forces the wealthy Malibu students to combine classes with Zach and his friends from the San Fernando Valley, which results in several class struggles. Some critics pointed out the plot's weak writing and bad acting, although Russell and Luca were good actors. However, the major reason the show didn't last was poor time scheduling. Who schedules a teen show on a Saturday night? This caused less viewership and low ratings, and it was canceled within 1 season. The next one on our list stars the American professional boxer, George Foreman. George is an American sitcom aired on ABC from November 5th, 1993 to January 19, 1994, starring the American heavyweight champion George Foreman as George Foster and Cheryl Lee Ralph as Maggie Foster. The show introduces us to a retired boxer who runs an after-school program for his wife's troublesome students. Critics said the show was awful and lacked originality, so it was not surprising that it was canceled after 10 episodes, one of which was unaired. Despite its promise, audiences didn't quite connect with the show, which was abruptly canceled just 2.5 months in 1994. Here's another show that was canceled due to poor ratings. Uncle Buck is an American comedy television series based on John Hughes' 1989 film of the same title. It aired on CBS from September 10, 1990 to March 9, 1991. Like Ferris Bueller, the series was an adaptation of John Hughes' Uncle Buck movie, without the original movie star John Candy. The 1991 CBS show followed the same storyline as the 1989 movie, which tells the story of a wayward uncle who had to look after his nieces and nephews. However, this TV series was not loved by the audience like the 1989 film it imitated, and was canceled after its first season. Starring Kevin Meaney as Buck Russell, the series tells the story of a slob, Bob Russell's brother, who drinks, smokes, and gambles. Bob's brother died in a car accident together with his wife, making Buck the children's guardian. Bob's children, Tia, Maisie, and Miles, are brought up by their uncle and maternal grandmother, Maggie Hogoboom. Many fans said the show was not funny, and critics hated the series, primarily because of a scene where Maisie tells his brother, "You suck." This is believed to be the first time this phrase has been used on network television. After airing on Monday nights for 2 months due to competition with MacGyver and The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the latter of which premiered on the same day, it was moved to Friday nights in an attempt by CBS to establish a comedy night swapping with Evening Shade. The ratings dropped from there with solid competition from ABC's top 20 hit Full House, and it was canceled shortly after, having aired only 16 episodes and leaving several filmed episodes unaired. Number 4. Freaks and Geeks aired on NBC during the 1999 to 2000 television series. It is an American teen comedy drama television series created by Paul Feig and Judd Apatow. The show, which is set in a suburban high school near Detroit, depicts the painful, unfair life of a teenager, as well as the fun. Freaks and Geeks was canceled early due to low ratings. The show struggled to find an audience, and this was caused by its irregular episode schedule and poor time slots, which put it up against the popular show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Despite the producers' efforts to promote the show online, NBC didn't support them, fearing viewers would switch to the internet. As a result, the show had an average view of only 7 million, compared to other NBC hits like Friends and Frasier, which had more than 14 million viewers each. The series was canceled after airing 12 out of the 18 episodes. The remaining 6 episodes remain unaired still today. Number 3. The Dana Carvey Show. The Dana Carvey Show is an American surreal sketch comedy television show aired on ABC in 1996. Dana Carvey was the host and principal player on the show, while Louis C.K. served as head writer. Dana Carvey, a rising star from SNL, headlined his show in 1996. The show was highly anticipated because it featured bankable impressions of George Bush, Ross Perot, Bill Clinton, and other lovable characters like Garth and the Church Lady. When The Dana Carvey Show first appeared, it was greeted with average reviews and a lukewarm response from the audience. However, the show lasted only 7 episodes due to low ratings and underutilization of Carvey's beloved characters. Despite memorable sketches like Skinheads from Maine, a satirical take on racism, the show was canceled. Like Cop Rock, the next show on our list received widespread disapproval, so it was canceled too soon. Who remembers The Secret Diary of Diamond Pfeiffer Show? There was a controversy with the series before it even debuted because of people's perspective on the issue of American slavery. Starring Chi McBride as Desmond Pfeiffer and Dan Florek as Abraham Lincoln, The Secret Diary of Desmond Pfeiffer aired on UPN from October 5th to October 26, 1998. Desmond Pfeiffer, a black English nobleman, flees the United Kingdom due to gambling debts and becomes President Abraham Lincoln's valet. In the show, he serves as the intelligent and erudite backbone of a Civil War-era White House filled with louts and drunkards. Before the series premiere, several African-American activist groups protested against the premise of the series. On September 24, 1998, a protest against the series was held outside Paramount Studios. 5 days later, UPN released a statement regarding the controversy and stated that the network planned to delay the controversial pilot episode that never aired and would instead air an alternate one. Desmond Pfeiffer was removed from UPN's schedule on October 24th, and after airing one episode 2 days after being removed from UPN's lineup, it was canceled. And this hastened the demise of UPN president Dean Valentine's career. Finally, at number 1, we have The Sinbad Show. The stand-up comedian David Adkins, popularly known as Sinbad, starred in his own Sinbad Show. The show aired on September 16, 1993. It was scheduled to show every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. following The Simpsons on Fox. Created by Gary Murphy and Larry Strother, the series follows the life of David Bryan, known as Sinbad, a carefree bachelor who becomes a single parent when he adopts 2 orphan children, 6-year-old Zaina and 12-year-old LJ Beckley, Zaina's brother. The show is about how David guides LJ and Zaina in their new lives. He helped Zaina learn how to function daily and counseled LJ on dealing with school, friendship, girls, and being a teenager. At the end of each episode, Sinbad learns as much from the children as they learn from him. However, critics pointed out a couple of inappropriate sexual references and lame jokes, claiming that the show just wanted to make a social statement. Fox canceled the series along with several other shows featuring predominantly black casts around the same time. Others included Rock, South Central, and In Living Color. Activist Jesse Jackson protested the cancellations and called for a boycott of the network for its institutional racism. Fox maintained that the series was low-rated and that the decision to cancel was not due to racial differences. Due to low ratings, The Sinbad Show was canceled after its first season and aired its last episode on April 21, 1994. Do you remember watching any of these shows? Let us know in the comments section below.